Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channels. In this video, we are going to learn about API Gateway. So in this video, I am going to cover what is API Gateway, what is the need of API Gateway with complete project examples. Okay, so let's start now. So before going to understood API Gateway, we need to understood what is the architectures of microservices. Then only you understood this API Gateway, what is the need of this. Okay, so I'm going to introduce what is the API Gateway. So API Gateway is nothing but it is a one special microservices. We can say it is the one special API. It provides some extra features. Okay, so about these features I'm going to tell 3 points. For example, an API gateway provides a single unified API entry point. What is the meaning of unified? Unified, it means unique. It's a simple unique field. Okay, API entry point what filters across one or more internals API. For examples, if I told you in my project having a 20s API, okay, and 20 API having 20 port numbers, 20 port numbers, okay, having 20 base URL. Okay, I hope you connect with me. So if you have a 20 API, then must be you having a 20 port numbers and 20 base URL. So you want to make, for example, you have to make one base URL. Base URLs in the sense like http /localhost and any one port numbers, not a 20 port numbers like 300. Okay, one port numbers, and then after anything. So if you follow 20 base URL, then it is not a good way to do your project. You have to make it one base URL to access all those API. Okay, so we have to do two things. We have to do first connect all API with one Eureka server. One Eureka server. I already covered this point. Eureka server. Okay, if all those API connected with one server, so everyone know about each one. Like if everything is available here, I am going to introduce with pen. Okay, you have to understood very carefully. For example, okay, I have this one API 1, API 2, API 3, and all those API are registered with one server, and this is called Eureka server. Okay, this one registered with these servers. Okay, these are all the API 1, we can say this one is the API 2, and this one is a API 3. Okay, we have a multiple API, n numbers of the API, no problems. Okay, here we have created one more API, and this is the something a special API for like Eureka servers, like Eureka server, Eureka Eureka servers. Okay, no problem. Eureka server. So all those API are registered with this Eureka server. For examples, you are registered all the API here. Okay, all API you register here in different port numbers. For example, this API port number is 8001. This API port number is 8002, and this port number is 8003. Okay, it's fine. And Eureka server also having some port numbers. So for example, this Eureka server is running on some special port numbers like 4000. So this is also port number we can say. Okay, so this is like another port numbers, it's running this API. Okay, apart from this you have to create one API gateway. Okay, so this is the API gateway, and anyone given request, like anyone try to access our API, like client, you can say browser or client NEC. Browsers, with browser, if anybody try to access our all those API, and this API gateway, I want to create API gateway. So this is the API gateway, and this API gateway are also connected with this Eureka server. Okay, so this one is also connected with Eureka server, and this API gateway having some port numbers. For example, this port number is 8000. Yeah, we can say 48. So this is API also running on some other port number, and this API also registered with whom? With this is the special, so I will make a special for this one. Okay, this one is also registered here, and this port number is, I think you can take it, this one. So this one is also registered with Eureka server. Okay, if somebody tried to get request, so request come like http://localhost, and then after port number is like that. Okay, port number is like that, 48, and then after anything you try to access, you can access. Okay, so this request will fire. So first of all, it's come to the API gateway, it is not going to any other API. First of all, it have to come, a browser request have to come only in API gateway, and API gateway having so many features. You can write in API gateway having a user authentication, या token authentication, token verifications. You can handle here filter. You can write here filter also. You can write here single entry point only, entry point. So many features will provided API gateway. Okay, so whatever you want to do, you have to do this API gateway only. You don't want to do in these places every API. For examples, in my project having a 20 plus API, all those API are connected with one Eureka servers, and also API gateway also connected with Eureka servers. And API gateway is a front controllers. So API gateway, we can say this is the front controllers. Front, F-R-O-N-T, front controllers. So API gateway is behave like a front controllers. It's taken your token verification, it's handle your filter, it's handle your single entry point, so many things it will do. So API gateway is one of the core concept in your project. So you have to understood what is the API gateway. Okay guys, I hope you understood little bit what is the API role of the API gateway. And apart from this, this is the second point I have to cover, the typically layer rate limiting and security as well. So you can handle security pass also in the API gateway. I already mentioned here token verifications, yeah, user authentication, anything like if you are using a Spring Security JWT, so then you have to, all those things you have to handle in API gateway only. Okay, and I am also facing this problem, so you have to do so many things in here only. Okay, an API gateway can help provide a unified entry point for external consumers. What is the meaning of this? External consumers, it means if you have a one project and your project access something from outside, any other company details, yeah, any other company data, so definitely you have to make something different and you have to handle with API gateway only. So this is the basic concept of the API gateway. If you know, it is better to you can go forward. Okay, so let us try to create one API gateway and try to complete everything. Okay, so first of all, I have already made two Eureka client. Eureka client is nothing but our API. Okay, I have already created two API, and this API having a, I already covered in the previous video, so please watch those video, and I will show something to you. Like in this API get in this client having one controllers, we can see having a one controllers, and this controller's work is my name is Prince. Okay, good, my name is Prince. So this is the one of the controllers is theirs, and this is a Eureka client. Next is Eureka client is this one, and in this having a something like what, there is nothing, there is only a main class. So I have to create one more controllers here, so please create one controllers. I already covered in the previous video, you can see that place also, home controllers. Okay, and in this home controllers I want to annotate with REST controllers, control shift REST controllers, and I have to create one methods like public string my home and return this is my home controllers. Okay, and just make this as a get controllers, get map annotate with home. Okay, home, that's it. So this is the one controller for you, and you are annotated with home. This should be fine. Okay, and we have one Eureka servers I already created in the previous video, so please watch previous video, then only you understood this video, otherwise I think you can't understood. So I have created enable the Eureka server here. Okay, and this video motive is create a API gateway, so I am going to create API gateway, and this is the pom.xml. Here I have added Eureka server dependency as well. So this is the Eureka server dependency I have added here. Okay, everything is fine, just close everything and do one thing, just close everything and do one thing. Okay, so first of all you have to run your Eureka server, so just click run as a Spring Boot application. So I am going to run our Eureka server, and might be it's running some other port numbers, so I will call localhost 8761. This is the default port number I have mentioned. It takes some time to run. Come back here, your Eureka server is running on, go to that place. Yeah, this one is automatic refresh. So right now we can say we can see this is the default dashboard of the Eureka server will provide it. If you are adding the Eureka server dependency in your project, then you get it this default dashboard. Okay, so right now we can see instance currently registered with Eureka is nothing, no instance available. Okay, so just go and run your this Eureka client, and this Eureka client automatically register with Eureka server, because Eureka server port number is default port numbers, and default port number is 8761. So I have given some name also all those API. For example, if you want to say this API name is, so you can see this API name I have provided in the application.properties file. This name is client API 1, and this API name is, I think, client API 2. Client API 2. Okay, API, sorry. It's fine. Just close it. Okay, if you go here and if you see there is no instance available, but you already done, just refresh it. So you are able to see, I think, client API 1 is registered with port number 7777. So this is the port numbers of what? Our one API, and which API name is this one, Eureka client 1. Now I am going to run this API also. So if you run this, so might be you can see here client API 2. This is running on, and this is running on port numbers 8888. Okay, fine, no problems. Go to this place and just refresh it. You get it here, client 2. So our both API is registered with Eureka servers. Okay, so we are right now we are able to communicate one API to another API. I will cover everything in the next video, but in this video I am going to design one API gateway. So please take a patience for see all those things right now for the API gateway only. Okay, it's fine, I think. Okay, yeah, it's fine. Next, what I have to do? So our both API is registered with Eureka server, and Eureka server is nothing but it is one kinds of the API only. So this is the only API only. Okay, now I am going to create one API gateway. So click on the new, and API gateway is, I already told you, it's already one, but it is also a one Eureka one API, nothing else. So I'm going to say API gateway, cloud gateway, cloud gateway, cloud gateway, cloud gateway API. Okay, it's fine. Cloud gateway API, I have mentioned a name our API gateway API is cloud gateway API. This is on the Maven, 11s, jar, everything is fine. Just click on the next. Now we have to add some dependency like API gateway. So gateway, if you search gateway, you find out two dependency. One is Joule and second is gateway. So in real time everyone are using gateway, not Joule, and Joule is also fine if you use, but I think I in my project I am using gateway, so no problems. I will cover everything in the next video, but right now I am going to using the Joule. It is right now it's maintenance, so I have to down my versions. So I am going to shift my version is 2.3.11. then you can see this is the enable right now. So Joule API gateway is also fine, gateway is also fine. So in next video I will cover in the details of gateway, but right now Joule is fine. You can handle everything with Joule, and Joule is also better than gateway if you are doing in cloud side. Okay, so I'm going to add Joule API gateway. This is the one kinds of the dependency, and also API gateway I have to register with Eureka server. So I have to take Eureka discovery client, and if you want to run your application with Spring Boot DevOps, so just take this one also, see automatically run. Okay, so I have selected three dependency here. Just click on the next and finish it. Your cloud gateway API is created. You have to give some name. Okay, you have to give some name for your gateway. So I will mention everything. Right now it's downloaded whatever required jar is required for our API gateway. Okay, so it's doing downloading. Okay, so finally it's 79. Okay, fine. Okay, open your pom.xml. You can see here whatever dependency you are added. So you have to focus this place. This one is a Hoxton SR11. So this is a one kind of the version of the cloud gateway. Okay, so remember this. So many people, so many students are facing so many kinds of the problems. So make sure you don't want to find out, please use 11 version. So it's very better for you. Okay, and then after I have added Eureka client for register automatically with Eureka server, and I have added Joule Netflix. So Netflix is a one company, it's provided Joule API gateway and you can use it Joule. Okay, fine, everything is fine. Okay, just close it, close this properties also, and just change the name. Okay, go to the properties files here, and first of all you have to change this application.properties to application.yml. So go to here and just write convert application to YML. So what I am doing, just click here, right click or go to this place and click here. So automatically it change application.yml file. You can see now it's automatically change. Any problem? No problems. So it's automatically change. Just open it. Okay, and here you have to write port. So it's automatically given you server.port. So just mention your port number like 8020 upper API gateway port numbers, and you have to mention your API gateway name. So spring.application.name and your API gateway. So you can say API and mention here gateway. Okay, so this is the name of our project. Okay, apart from this you have to add something here in your main class. Main class you have to enable Joule. So @ enable Joule proxy, enable discovery client, yeah, it's also required, @ enable Joule proxy, yeah, this one, enable Joule proxy. So this is the one of the servers. Okay, it's fine now. So everything is fine. Just run this your application API gateway. So our API gateway is also running on port numbers 8025. Okay, so here you can see our API gateway is, I think, registered with Eureka server or not. Just go here and refresh this. Okay, oh my goodness. So automatically our API gateway is also registered with Eureka servers. So right now I have a 4 API, but one is Eureka server, one is API gateway, and 2 is our service, like whatever you want, input, output, like that. Okay, so Eureka server API gateway is running on port number 8024. So if you want to access through this, if you want to access with if you want to access client 1, client 2 with API gateway port numbers, then you have to do some configuration like filters. You have to filter the request, whatever request will come, along with you have to shift, you have to send the data. Okay, so what I'm going to do, you have to go to the Google and search Joule configuration in properties files. Okay, if you search it, you find out so many things, okay, about configurations like server port numbers, routes, product, path. This is all those things are the very useful. So you can mention your path also. Okay, so you can use this one also, and you can use also. So I am following some standard way. So in my what website, having something I have mentioned, I will provide this one website link in below description, so you can get it. Okay, so I have configured how to configure a Eureka server. You can find here what is the dependency you have to add, how to configure a Eureka client also. I have taken all those things. Apart from this, I have configured the API gateway in our project. So add the dependency in pom.xml like Eureka server client and Joule, Netflix Joule. Okay, and apart from this, you have to enable the Joule proxy, enable the Discover client. So I have mentioned everything here. One more things, you just copy this one. So this is the main important configuration if you want to access all those API. Okay, so go to this place and open your application.yml files, and here you have to copy paste. Okay, so based on your API, how much you have a API created in your project, based on that you have to maintain everything. So I have created like Joule, prefix is API, routes, welcome. So for examples, if you mention welcome, so mention welcome, nothing else. So this is the welcome star anything, and this is the service ID, so welcome API. Okay, so this is not my API, this is the different API. So I have to collect all the name of our API. So first name of our API is here. We can collect here also. Okay, go to this place, and this is the name of our API gateway. So copy this one. Okay, and this is the 2, so you have to put here. Okay, and if you want 1, so collect this one and go to this place and just replace. So this is the name. What this is the name of your whatever you have a API, you have to mention here. And like welcome or greet, so you have to mention like whatever you want. For example, this is the client 1, this is the name. What is this? This is the name API, so I will mention name. Yeah, we can mention welcome anything. So welcome, and this should be also welcome, and this should be client 1. So anything you can request, it will be fine. And this should be like greet, so we can change like home. Okay, my home, so we can say my home, and this copy this one and put it this place also. Okay, so whatever if you want to call, you can call these things also. Okay, so I have to prepare our API. So go to this place and prepared our API like for example, how you can talk with both of this. So API is like that, http :/localhost : what is the port numbers of API gateway? So API gateway port number is 8020. Fine. And then after you have to mention this path, welcome path. So this is the welcome path, / whatever path you follow in your API like controllers. So controllers, I have follow here name, and just copy this one and paste one more times. Okay, paste one more times, and you don't want to change the base URL, you just have to change this one path, welcome to my home, and here you have to change home. Okay, so you have to configure, if you have a 10 API, so you have to just copy this one and paste in the next. Okay, paste in the next. As many API you have to configure like that only. I hope you got it. Okay, so I have a 2 API, so that I will configure 2-way. This is the 2-way I have configured. Okay, and in this way you are going to prepare your API. So I have added one prefix also. So after the port numbers you have to add API also, because this is the prefix API. Okay, so please mention this, all those things. If you forget, then it's not work. Okay, it should be fine. So go to this place and just see our API gateway is running on. Okay, fine. If it is running on, okay, whatever you prepared, okay, so earlier your access individually client 1 or client 2, like this one. So you have to enter the port numbers, these ones, and your access like that, like this one is the client, so you have to actuator/name. Okay, not actuator also. Not actuator also. So you can click here client 1 and remove all those things up to actuators, and just put it like what, name. So you are getting my name is Prince. Okay, if you change the port numbers like another API 348 and just put it here as home, so you get it, this is my home controllers. Okay, but right now we don't want to worry about how many API you have, what is the port number of API. You don't want to worry about it. You can access everything with API gateway port number only. So just click this place and you can see here, this is only one port numbers, and I am going to access all the data like API/welcome/name. If I try to access, I found out something errors like 8020. Okay, API, welcome, and a name. So I am unable to access. Why I am unable to access? This saying, this application has no explicit mapping for the error, so you are seeing this fallback. See, not found. This method is not found. Okay, fine. Do one thing. This is running on port number 8020. Okay, it's fine. Remove up to this, and whatever you construct like HTTP localhost 8020 API, so you have to mention all those things. Okay, and copy this one, go to that place, remove these ones and just search it. You get it some errors like 8020/API welcome, and when you put this name, so we have to see why it's coming like that. Localhost, everything is fine, guys. Okay, API gateway, this is the Joule proxy, and it's also maintain our API welcome client 1. Okay, client 1. So just see it's fine or not. Client 1, So you can go to this place, open your controllers, and you can see this is the slash name only. Okay, slash name only. So just okay, it's fine, no problems. Name. So this is the get mapping also. Why it's given problem to me? This is not a problem, guys. What will happen here? Okay. So you have to construct your API gateways like that. API gateway actuators API slash WLCOME welcome slash name. This is the problems. Okay, if you tell like my home slash home, again you are getting the problems. So I think this is not a valid for me. So how I have to construct my API gateway? Like home slash home, nothing else. Oh my god. API welcome double slash my home also, it's fine. Client to, why it's given like that? I have to solve all those problems. So you go to this place, create a API gateway microservices. Okay, fine. Immutable Joule proxy, it's also fine. Here we have Nation Joule API towards welcome this API. Okay, greet service ID greeting API, and here you have configured like that. Client API 2 having a one controllers like WMSG get mapping. This should be also fine. Where is the mistake here? WMSG, and this one should also fine. Greet colon path slash greet double slash. So I have mentioned all those things same here. Okay, I will do one thing. I will just refresh our API gateway. Maybe it's work. Okay, just refresh this one. Okay, API gateway will come. Go to this place, refresh this one. Okay, oh my god, it's my mistake, guys. Sorry for that. Actually I have added all those things, but I have not refreshed it. Okay, I have not refreshed it, so that is the problems. So once you done everything, please run one again, otherwise you are confusing. It's confused. Okay, so I have whatever URL I have put, so you can access through this all those things. So just copy this one and go to this place. First remove everything. Okay, this should be fine. Our all the API gateways, all the API is registered with this place. Just go this place and put it. So you can see http localhost 8020. This is the API prefix, and whatever I have mentioned in my API Joule gateway, my home, it's have two hairs, and home is my endpoint. Okay, if you click here, so you get it. This is home controllers. Okay, next you have to go through this, and you can see base URL is same, not a different. Just put it. Both application base URL is same, API welcome only, and this is the name. Just click this, you get it your output. So this is my name is Prince. Okay, so same base URL, but you can configure multiple API, you can routing the multiple API. So this is the very important concept, guys, you have to know about it. So this is the Joule, whatever Joule gateway. This is the prefix, a part after your port numbers you have to mention, and this is the route. For examples, you have to identify your API with some name. So this is those name, welcome, and this is my home. If you have a login, so you have to mention login. If you have a department, you have to mention department, and you have to give in whatever you mention the name of this project, you have to mention here. And apart from this, whatever endpoint you have in your project, it will run, no problem, no doubt in that. So I hope you are able to create API gateway with these examples. And next we are going to discuss complete API gateway. Okay, how you are going to create API gateway, how to create historic dashboard, how to communicate one API gateway to another API gateway, using of the REST template, using of the web client, what REST client also. Everything we are going to discuss in the next video, upcoming video. So please support me, please subscribe my channels, don't forget it. If you like this teaching style, so please comment below. I am very thankful for you. Thank you so much for watching my video. Bye.